All right, y'all, back with another one. You already know what it is, no introduction needed, but still 96 Impala SS. Stay tuned, take you around all her goodies, take you on a test drive, and get her up on the rack. All right, let's get into it. So like I said, we got a 96 Impala. Obviously, as you see, finished in the green gray metallic. Probably one of the best colors GM ever made. Paint is in beautiful condition, as is the rest of the body. You can see she's sitting on a set of 24-inch wheels. These are three-piece Savinis, so we'll look at those once we get it on the rack. But moving around the car, again, the paint is in almost flawless shape. Clearly had to have been repainted at some point in time, but they did a great job. All the body panels look nice and solid. Roof looks good. I didn't see any dents or scratches that needed to be pointed out. But of course, we'll still keep moving around. Rear glass looks solid, no cracks in it or anything to point out there. Get you a little bit better look of the paint. You can see that it's not heavily swirled. It's clearly been taken care of. Rear bumper looks solid. I don't see any cracks or anything in the plastic to point out. Lights are nice and clean as well, no cloudiness. Looking down the side, she appears to be pretty straight. Once we get it on the rack, we'll really point out some of the goodies, but the first thing is it does have a it has 2A1s all the way around. So those that know, once you get to 24s on these, because the rear end is sitting towards the rear of the car, the wheels aren't centered. So you got to do a suspension upgrade to get the wheels centered, and that's already been done on here. Again, paint and body, there's really nothing for me to point out. I already been around this car. Windshield is in good condition. We don't have any cracks to point out, any rock chips. Coming down the hood, she's aligned properly and the paint is solid. Got a little leaf bug chilling there, but nice and clean. Looks like new headlight housings because there's no yellowing to them. They're still clear. So that's a nice little upgrade that keeps it looking fresh. Let me get the keys. We'll go ahead and pop the trunk and the hood. Let's start with the hood first. Underneath, super clean as you expect by looking at the rest of the car. Got your 5.7, power brakes, power steering, AC blows nice and cold. And like I said, it's been well maintained. You can just tell by how clean it is under here. Go ahead and pop the trunk. Trunk is clean as expected. Carpet is in good shape. I don't see any rips or tears, and also no stains. No spare tire. Almost not needed. Once you do that big wheel kit, it's gonna be hard to throw them 17s back on, even if it is an emergency. Interior is flawless. It's in excellent shape. Door panel solid, no rips, no tears. Rear passenger seat, no wear patterns, no rips, nothing here. Rear deck lid's good, and so is the headliner. No stains and no sagging. Driver door, more of the same. Carpet's in good condition. Driver seat, no rips, no tears, nothing here. Let's get in here, check out the dash. Dash is excellent, no cracks, no warping of any kind. Once we do the test drive, we'll check the mileage and everything, of course. Passenger side. Again, this thing was just baby because again, this gray shows everything. We have no wear patterns in the seats. We have no tears. We have no staining on the carpet. Like, just beautifully maintained all the way around. Passenger seat. and shifter. So let's go ahead and start her up. Fires right up as expected. AC's already on, blowing ice cold. I'm gonna go ahead and turn that off. Radio is not working. Let me make sure. Yeah, it's turning on and off, but I'm not getting anything to the speakers at all. It's changing, but like I said, nothing to the speakers at all.
Steve Harvey
there we go.
Y'all, here's what happened. He gonna get tapped tonight. Excuse me.
Interesting. All right. Well, radio does work. This is my first time actually running into that, so we'll turn that off. Mileage reads 54,965. It's super faint, but you can see it. Lights work and everything. Make sure these are on. Yep, that's on. Left turn signal, right turn signal. Horn works. Windshield wipers. Windows are good. I already tested those, so we're good. Let's go ahead, put on my seatbelt. Let's knock out this test drive. Mileage reads about 1/4 of a tank. Brakes feel good so far. Let's see. I got to her to move her car closer to the building. She's about 8 feet away. Temperature gauge is coming up. Again, they're working on the roads, so we're gonna go a different way than normal. I just didn't want to be waiting 4 days to get this video while we're waiting for them to do the roads. They're doing all the roads around us. Ours has already been paved, and then they're gonna, like you said, build out from there, and then they're doing the freeway next to us as well. Brakes feel solid. I don't have any pulling. They're well modulated, not too soft, not too hard. Let me go ahead and get her straight. Hands off the wheel. She's tracking straight, but as you can see, the steering wheel is a little bit off. Not horrible though, and that's about how much play. Not a lot of play by any means at all. So speedometer is working accurately. It's got me doing about 25, 30, so looks accurate. RPMs are coming up. No weird sounds or anything like that. And then of course, because the suspension has been upgraded all the way around with the coilovers and the QA1s, the ride is pretty solid. Nothing to really complain about. I know sometimes with Fords it can be that way, but like I said, it's pretty solid. I hit this U-turn up here, and as you can see, I didn't have to take a super wide turn to get out onto the road either. This is a pretty normal 2-lane road, and like I said, I didn't have to do anything to get around it. I'm gonna just turn around up here, because again, I won't have no way to get back in because they got the entrance to ours cut off doing the road. So I'm gonna just turn in up here and then go back. A little bit of rub in there, but that was a little bit of a sharp turn. I just wanted to see, but we're gonna bust this UE. Speed, temperature's coming up, but not fast or anything, so no issues there. Hit the grass just a little tiny bit, barely. And I'm gonna back up because I know I ain't gonna be able to bust that right there. So pretty decent. That was a big dip right there, and she didn't bottom out or scrub, so the coilovers are set pretty stiff, so that's a plus. I've done so many of these videos, and most people, you know, if you're interested in an Impala, you've probably seen them or at least watched other videos. I don't really need to do a speed test in the 5.7, but giving her a little bit of throttle, she's got enough power to move this big girl for sure. So stay tuned. We'll go ahead and get her on the rack and then check out underneath and then point out all those suspension goodies. All right, we got the 96 up on the rack. Rear bumper looks solid, no cracks or anything. Getting up underneath, you can see this car was well maintained. Trunk pan looks beautiful, as well as the gas tank. Everything is nice and clean under here. Now getting into the goodies, like I said, it's got a big brake upgrade kit. What that entails, first you got all QA1, so we got the coilovers to go ahead and adjust the ride quality so that you're not bouncing and rubbing those fours. We got adjustable trailing arms so that it can move that wheel to the center of the wheel well. We got a big sway bar. We got disc brakes in the rear. We also got upper control arms adjustable as well. There has been some exhaust done. There's some Raptor mufflers. Looks nice and clean underneath. Floor plans look immaculate. There is no signs of any rust, no soft spots. Frame is nice and straight. No signs of any leaking from the oil or trans pan. Moving up to the front, we got tubular control arms. You got the coilovers as well, and then you got bigger, taller ball joints, which allow for more suspension travel with the 24s. And then you got a big sway bar as well. So suspension has already been done. That's a big cost in this vehicle, and make sure that you know, the forks fit with zero issues. Front bumper nice and solid, no cracks or any chips in the paint to point out. Coming around, like I said, we got the 24-inch Savini 3-piece Impala reps. Beautiful wheel, no signs of any curb rash or anything like that. Underneath the body and the frame appears to be nice and clean. Let me get over to the driver's side. Like I said, this is just a beautiful, well-maintained vehicle with tasteful upgrades as well. All right, y'all, if you're interested in this 96, make sure you give us a call, 256-801-4409. Check us out at Rolling Museums on the website and Instagram. As always, we appreciate you watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe below.